As my popularity seems to keep growing, I want to go into different areas of topics of discussion. I won't change my ways. I won't change how I do things. But what I will do is that people have been asking me to do other subjects and to find out what I think on things. And I've actually mentioned during some of my reviews, I throw in little tributes to people who have had a marking on my life. And some of you have been picking up on a couple of my wrestling things. I have been a fan of the WWE, WWF, TNA, WCW, and the wrestling scene pretty much all my life, from right when it was on World of Sport on a Saturday afternoon on ITV. And I used to watch that, and then I started onto the WWE, and it used to be on a Saturday night, a weeknight, or some kind of nighttime show on ITV3. And then Sky bought it, and it's just basically gone from strength to strength. And I love the wrestling. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's a soap opera, so don't all go, it's not real and stuff like that. Some cases it is real. You know, these guys and girls do get hurt. So people have been asking my opinions. They've picked up on what I say, and they've added it together and worked it out and realised I'm saying things about wrestling. So a few of you have been asking if I'd like to do a chat on the WWE and all that, and I will say yes, I will. So this is just going to be my first one. If people like it, please say. If people don't like it, please say, and I will still carry on doing it, because the wrestling thing has been a big part of my life over the years. But this is where I start. I'm actually falling out of love with the WWE. I used to record, I still record it, and I used to watch Raw and SmackDown weekly. You know, I used to record it, and then when I was off my work shift pattern, I'd watch it. And it was something that I really, it was one of the things where I used to make the 3-hour and the 2-hour thing the part of my life. I'd subscribe to the WWE universe as well. And in the last 2 years or so, I've actually missed Raw, and sometimes I don't even bother with SmackDown. I don't even bother with the 1-hour collection of it, you know, the montage or whatever it is. I keep in touch with it. I'll watch it on YouTube. I'll get the Twitter or something. They'll show you about a 2-minute thing. But I've really fallen out with the WWE because it all boils down to Brock Lesnar. Now, Brock Lesnar, when he came out on the scene many years ago, was that young, fresh 18-year-old or whatever, and he came in and he was just absolutely awesome. It was a breath of fresh air, because not that he was a breath of fresh air, because she'd had the Attitude Era. You got Stone Cold. Absolutely love Stone Cold. Anything in my life, it is Stone Cold, right? It's give me a hell yeah for Stone Cold. The Rock. Even though he was like the original Roman Reigns, people used to boo him, even though you needed him. And DX and all that, it's there, isn't it? It was there, and you loved it. You got Kane and the Undertaker, and they're all coming in, and it was just brilliant. And Vince McMahon was excellent. He was the perfect villain who then would turn, and then he'd become a babyface, and then he'd turn again. It was just absolutely brilliant, and it was must-see entertainment. And then when WCW, like, were taking all their stars and actually using them properly, it made it the competition for the WWE by the WCW has made it what it is today, or was. It's not so much now, in my opinion. And since Brock has been back, or since Brock has had the title, shall we say, the non-fighting champion. I've got fed up with it. I really cannot be arsed with it. You'd come in and you'd watch it before Brock came along. You think, right, what's going to happen? Who's going to challenge for the title? Who's going to do this? Who's going to do that? But nowadays, there's nothing there. It's just a pay-per-view special. And Brock's there, and he's fighting, or he's turning up. He's sweating. He's going all red. He's not in the... I personally don't think he's in the best of shape. He does his suplexes. I also think that the other wrestlers are almost carrying him in a way to make him look good. Cena's absolutely laid his career down on the line with all that Suplex City bullshit. It's just rubbish. And I'm going to say it's fake, and I know it's fake, but it's just... And I don't honestly understand what Vince McMahon's thinking. Why are we having Brock Lesnar making him out some superhero who just turns up once in a blue moon? When I paid for that, I've actually cancelled the subscription to the WWE because I like to watch the to go back and watch all their history of the videos. It takes you back, right? It's great, and I love it. The WCW Monday Night Wars and all that, and how they basically just ripped apart the WCW, and then all of a sudden you got the DX and the Stone Cold and all that, and they came and they saved it. And it's been great to watch back on that. But there is absolutely no reason why. What is the point in having a pay-per-view when the Universal title is not on the line? There's no point. There is absolutely no point. And, you know, you've got like Triple H, he's working his nuts off getting TNX going. And NXT, I mean. And he's doing his best to bring all this talent of wrestling from the world, from all over the world, to try and provide the best entertainment. Yeah, all they seem to be doing is bringing back, like, now don't get me wrong, right? It's nice to see people like Kurt Angle come back and finish his career, yeah? But Bobby Lashley, I personally didn't think he was that good in the first place. He's gone to TNA, and he's only a big star in the TNA because they've got nobody. And they've brought him back. And he just comes out and he does this. And I don't understand it. And they bring back the Hardy Boys. Once again, very good. But that's only because they were doing something in the TNA. And it's like they're almost jealous, and I'll take your toys away. It's like the big bullies come along and I'll take your football away. And then I mean, all right, I suppose in one way it's nice to have one last hurrah. But I just don't get it. I just don't understand how it can happen. And and WWE have wasted so much talent. They're losing talent after talent. They'll come in and, like Damien Sandow, I thought he was brilliant. I thought he really had a chance of doing something. No, they make him team up with Miz and screw it all up. And it just goes wrong. And then it's like Neville. They've screwed him over. And blooming Ryback, another one who he had the potential. He needed work on the mic. But they've used him. They came in, they've used and abused him, chucked him in some main event pay-per-views that they were never going to win. They were never, ever going to win them. When they were taking on... who were they taking on? I can't remember. I mean, they were Nexus, weren't they? They were another one. A great idea, but I know they run the course and I know they do all that. But they just use them. Fandango, another one. And Tyler Breeze. They've gone. They had a real chance of making something out of them, but they just shit all over them. And it's just wrong. And I'm absolutely falling out of love with the WWE. So, that's how I feel about the WWE. But the main thing I'm going to say now is Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, right? He's a monster amongst men. He's turned ambulances over. He's done everything. He's worked his nuts off for that company. And I personally think he's going to go down as one of the greatest wrestlers never to hold a Universal title or a world title. Because last year, right, he was absolutely running at everybody. He's won the Andre the Giant thing. He's thrown Royal Rumbles. He's done it all. and he's had the world title chance, but they've just never let him have it because they don't want to let him have it because of bloody Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar, why? He's shit. He's had his day. He doesn't care about the WWE. When's he going to sod off to bloody the UFC and get his head kicked in there? Because he's nothing. He's nothing. He's ruining. He is absolutely ruining the WWE with his once a bloody month show up. He's going to hold that world title for God knows how long, and he's not earned it. So the thing is, how I see it is, Braun Strowman has been used and abused, and I tell you what, I hope he goes to the AEW. I really do. I hope they come in and pay him a fortune and let him go. Because Jericho's got the right idea. Jericho's turned around and said, sod this, I'm not coming back to the WWE. Ever coming back to the WWE. And fair play to Jericho. He don't need the hassle. He can go in over there and he can go and build something new. So what it just boils down to is that Braun Strowman has been used and abused. Last year he won the world title with a bloody kid. Tag team championship. Tag team championship. Won the title with a kid. What the hell was that all about? And now he's doing WrestleMania. He's fighting a couple of comics. He's having a Barney. He's having some beef with a couple of comics off some shit Saturday night comedy thing. He's a monster amongst men. He gets these hands. Why can't the WWE just think about what they're doing with the talent that they've got and actually create something with it? It just is absolutely beyond me. So I'm going to leave this one here, folks. Right? If you like what I've said about the WWE, if you don't like what I've said about the WWE, fair enough. If you want me to do more of these videos of a rant of the WWE, just let me know and I'll do them. I'll be quite willing to do them. In fact, I quite enjoy doing it. It won't be a weekly thing. It'll be just a so many day thing. But I've got lots of things to say about the WWE, and I just hope you want to hear them. All right, folks. Count out. 1, 2, 3. You're out.